Hope this message finds everybody doing well. I was on a group coaching call this week, and one of the guys asked I thought a good question, and probably a question that everybody wants to get a better handle on, and that is, how do we do better from our open cases to closing? How do we win that business? How do we improve our closing ratios, if you will, converting more prospects into clients? And I guess there's a lot of different opinions, but I would say that the way that we win business, and we don't always win, but we win much more than we lose, I believe it's because it's about planning. So I'm able to take a case, win a case from another advisor, or win a case when I'm in a competitive situation, not because I give the prospect or client the impression that we're better investment managers. I think that's kind of a fool's errand and sort of a losing race. Where we win it is we win it from the planning, and because the conversation is always centered around planning. Now, planning can mean a lot of things. It's retirement planning, it's tax planning, it's estate planning, it's education planning or funding if they're younger and they've got kids to educate. But here's the key about planning. What's most important about planning isn't how smart you are or how much you know about everything. It's not. The key to the planning conversation is, it's got to be what's important to them. And how do we figure out what's important to them? And this is a top secret information, so I don't want you to tell anybody. But the way we find out what's important to them is by listening to them. It's kind of a crazy idea, because we're all salespeople, we're extroverted, although I consider myself to be more introverted, but we're extroverted. We apparently, a lot of us like to talk. And so the problem is that what you have to say about planning is so less relevant than what they have to say about planning. Because remember, you're not talking to these people about your financial plan, you're talking to them about their financial plan. And the problem is, you could come up with these great ideas and they might say, wow, that guy seems, or that gal seems really smart, and that looks like a really good plan, but I don't really think that's a really good plan for me, because in the whole process, they might not have felt heard. They might not have felt that they had the opportunity to express what their concerns and needs were, and therefore, no matter how good your plan is, doesn't really mean a whole lot to them. So what's the solution? And I want to give everybody an exercise. And here's the exercise. What I really, really focus on whenever I'm having a conversation with anybody is, as soon as somebody starts to say something, if they say, and sometimes it's as simple as, they're starting to sneeze, or they're going to cough, or they're doing something, reaching for their cup of coffee, I immediately stop my conversation, because what I have to say is so less important than what they have to say or what they can tell me. Because remember, they'll tell me exactly what they want. They'll tell me what they need. They'll tell me what bothers them. They'll tell me why they're talking to me and considering leaving their other advisor. They'll tell me as long as I listen. So here's the exercise. Over the next week or two, as you're out and about, talking to your spouse, talking to your staff, talking to prospects, talking to colleagues, talking to whoever you're talking to, as soon as someone that you're engaged in a conversation with starts to talk, shut the heck up. Just stop. And you're going to find a couple of things. One, you're going to find that people are going to like you a lot more, because if you're one of those people that can never shut up, a lot of times, I know for me, I don't really enjoy one-way conversations. I don't enjoy when someone asks me a question and then I get halfway out and then they're already interrupting me. So just stop talking with everybody. Work on that skill, because it is a skill set. And if you can master the skill of being able to engage in conversations, learn how to ask the right questions, which I think most of you know what the right questions are, but more importantly, that you'll be quiet and you'll listen to exactly what the information that we need in order to win the business, in order to service these clients and to help them solve their problems, the more successful you're going to be. And my guess is the more people will actually want to hang out and talk to you, because everybody loves to talk to somebody who listens to them. Somebody will say, oh yeah, that person's a great conversationalist, because what people love to do is they like to talk as much as we like to talk and espouse how smart we are and all of our fabulous knowledge. Well, other people like to talk as well. So let's work on letting them talk more, letting us talk less. Let's listen so that they tell us what they want. And then let's let them believe, or let's let them understand that if it's a great plan they would come back with, but they'll know it's a great plan for them because they'll know that we heard them in the process. Anyway, I hope that's helpful, and I will look forward to talking again soon.